Hello, friends from Five Reasons. We're back now in nighttime, not like on last Sunday when we were talking about basketball at 10 a.m. in the morning. Now we're in a more normal schedule. Today to talk about the Sixers facing the Miami Heat, but also to talk about our watch party that's going on right now. Ethan Skolnick's right outside of the place. He's going to invite you right now. We can see some lights, but Ethan,
Well, you can see lights.
yeah. What's going on there?
Well, no, we've got a watch party tonight. It's a little bit different than our previous 13 watch parties. We wanted to make it fun for people in case they lose, right? Because they've lost all but one. The game against Milwaukee, which we had that at GQ's Craft House, which was a great time. They won that one. Of course, we got back to our losing ways against Houston when we did it at Duffy's in North Miami Beach. So we figured, all right, at least this could be a little bit more entertaining. So we're doing this at the Gold Club in Pompano. If you've never been to the Gold Club in Pompano, pretty close to Copans and Power Line, all right? So that gives you sort of a general idea just west of I-95. We've got $5 drink specials all night long going on inside. A lot of people from our group are going to be there. We got T-shirt giveaways, and obviously there's other things going on as well because it's the Gold Club in Pompano. So come out. There you go. Jimmy Canastas. You can buy that one directly from the website. I've got the Adonis Haslam one, the Tyler Harrow, Jimmy Butler one. And also, of course, we have our Mocking the Sixers shirt. But I don't really know if we want to show that because let's get to the game here for a second. This doesn't look like it's going to go particularly well, Alejandro. I mean, everybody's like, why do you pick the hardest games? Because if they lose to the Knicks, we're going to get blamed for it. But losing to Philadelphia on the road, the way they played there the last time, not our fault, especially when you have no Dragic and no Winslow again. And apparently, Eric Spoelstra really didn't want to talk about either guy today and sort of where they are in terms of their progress. I've been saying repeatedly that Goran Dragic is going to be a little bit longer. I don't expect him to play until after the new year and didn't from the beginning. Justice Winslow is a little more mysterious. We've talked about this on our podcast on Five on the Floor. And the issue with Justice is more of a pain tolerance issue from what I understand. Okay, so I haven't heard anything from the organization about Dragic and sort of why is this taking so long. I've heard a little bit about that with Justice. I don't think it's reached fever pitch at this point, but look, they need another ball handler. They're really down to like 8 or 9 players at this point because no Dion, no JJ, Haslam doesn't really play, right? So I mean, and then you're without Dragic and Winslow, and you're shorthanded to begin with. So it's a little bit difficult, and I think it's wearing on Jimmy. You're seeing it in the steals numbers. You're seeing it. I think it is shooting more than anything else, Alejandro. He's shooting his lowest percentages of his career from distance. I think some of that is his legs. He's got to handle the ball all the time.
Talking about tough road games, we lost. Miami Heat lost the last game. Would you blame the Miami Heat, or you just think it was just a great game by the Memphis Grizzlies?
Well, they let the Grizzlies get comfortable, right? That's the problem. And so the Grizzlies got comfortable from three. We've seen Miami, has had a little bit of difficulty guarding the three-point line of late. It happened against Atlanta early in that game. And so, that was a challenge. And then, Memphis has got a young team, young legs. And again, you get back to this. Miami is not playing a lot of players. And so you saw Miami make the surge back to the lead, but not be able to extend the lead and not be able to hold on. And so that was really the issue in that game against Memphis. I mean, that was a struggle. So, I mean, I'm looking at some of these questions, looking for the Heat to sign a big man paint defender over 7 feet. I mean, they can't really sign anybody right now, right? They got that issue up against the hard cap, and they're probably, for everything I've heard, Chris Silva's going to get, a full contract sometime in January as soon as they get far enough under the hard cap. There's not a lot that they can really do there. They need maybe James Johnson to get back in the rotation to get some physicality.
You think he's going to play today?
I don't know. Look,
he has
to. At this point, well, there's personal reasons, right? I don't even know. Didn't check on his active status, but I mean, at this point, like, I don't know. I mean, with Dion, everything you hear is negative, right? With JJ, you don't hear everything negative, and yet he hasn't worked his way back into the rotation. And there have been games that his ball handling would have come in handy.
So, what would be the option? Play more minutes from Silva, or how would be the rotation?
Well, I think it's matchup dependent, right? Like, what's the problem against Philadelphia? It's size, right? Size, okay? And so, Josh Richardson got off in the last game. I mean, this is where you really miss Justice Winslow. But, look, you got Embiid and you got Horford. It's two bigs that you got to deal with. Myers Leonard has to play big against Embiid where he can, and then Bam probably plays him late. But this is a bad matchup for Miami to begin with. So come to the Gold Club in Pompano because we'll be drinking and enjoying other things. Because if you watch the game at home, you're going to be depressed, I think. Okay, was the spread 8.5, something like that?
Yeah, but now can you repeat the address, please?
Yes, the address it's Gold Club in Pompano. Everybody has Google these days. Just put it into Google. You'll find it, but it's close to Where's I'm looking at Alfredo from 3 yards per carry. Alfredo, come over. Go over.
Yeah,
Stop
let's
it.
go over. Yeah,
I got you the wrong direction.
there.
Power line
There you go.
and follow the signs all the way in. They
That-
have a truck parked right in the corner of Power Line and 21st.
That's right. Power line at 21st.
You hang a right and just follow the signs all the way in.
And we're going to do a post-game podcast, and Alfredo
On stage, right?
Alfredo is going to be on stage.
Ooh, and here's Alfredo.
All right, with that, I'm going inside. Enjoy the game.
Ethan.
Oh, you got more? More? Tonight of all nights, Alejandro? More? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for you. What are the
Yes.
specials? Repeat them so people can come over.
Okay, so $5, you call it all night long. So basically, you get a glass, and they put anything in your glass that you want. I mean, not the top shelf stuff, but just about everything else. They've got a full menu here. And again, they have Alfredo, Alex Toledo for 5 on the floor is going to be here. You know what? I shouldn't say anymore who's going to be here. Let's not do that.
Just 5 reasons going to be here.
5 reasons.
Yeah,
5
yeah.
reasons. I'm not even going outside. I'm inside. I've set up a television right outside.
Yeah, right. It's you think it's Jimmy Butler's going to play 35, 40 minutes today?
Well, he has to, right? He has to. They don't have enough guys. They don't have enough guys. I mean, Derrick Jones Jr., remember when he was out of the rotation? And how important it's been for him to get back into the rotation. I mean, that's the issue. So I think you're playing him a ton of minutes, and we did this on the 5 on the Floor podcast. Who's going to be their final 4 tonight? Duncan Robinson and DJJ probably going to be in that if the game is close. Now, if you were to say that, 3 weeks ago, everybody say you were crazy. But when you don't have Winslow, you don't have Dragic. That's where you are right now. They just have to sustain. This was a tougher stretch. We knew that. They've got a Knick game coming up on Friday night. They should get healthy a little bit in that one. But they just got to sustain things until some of these guys come back. And the Winslow thing is concerning, okay? There's been very little detail about exactly what's going on there from anybody inside the organization. The Dragic thing, Goran told people when it first happened that it was kind of bad, all right? So I expected it was going to be 2020 before we saw him again. But as far as Winslow goes, he's got to be on the floor. We've talked about it. Like, he's missed a third of his games since he's played in the NBA. And the head injury is another thing, because the head injury, that's the head injury, right? We don't rush back from that. But when it becomes a pain tolerance issue, that's when you start to hear the whispers. So he's got to get back in there.
Okay, well, there you go. Now you can check 5 on the floor later. They're going to be starting from the stage at Gold Club in Pompano Beach. So go there. If you're close to them, just go check it out. And
something I never thought I'd say, Alejandro.
Well,
I'd be potting from a stage.
Your dream has become true.
That's it. I guess so. Have a good night.
All right. Bye, Ethan.
Bye.
That was Ethan Skolnick from Gold Club in Pompano. Remember, you can go there and enjoy from our watch party, or you can visit also 5reasons.com. Just check our articles, and you can buy these shirts, Jimmy Canastas, or whatever shirts you like there. You have a lot of designs done by Adam Smoot, and you just go there and check him out, and I bet you're going to like him. So see you later, guys.